Are we?
I
Are
don't
we
know.
good?
I'm asking.
Well, we're villains,
good?
so no.
What about Sandy Andy?
I had to update a bunch of stuff for a very special day today.
Why?
Hello and welcome to the Villains Talk Show and Podcast. I am one of your many hosts, C4, with the Viking, Greasy Boy, the Elusive Gentleman, and hopefully, I really hope, we are joined by Insaniac, because today is a special day amongst our topics, something that I've kept to myself, although if my fellow hosts bothered to count the videos on the YouTube, which we've done for almost 2 years now, pretty soon, in about a month or two here. As of October, it'll be 2 years. If they've been keeping track, if you're looking at the podcast, you already know this is season 2, episode 50. This is episode 100 of the podcast. That's fucking right. Everyone here can give themselves a fucking pat on the back. Officially.
No, you give yourself a pat on the back.
Now, you may notice that there's 124 episodes on the podcast upload because we did do some episodes in two-parters, but you put all those down into one and count them all, 100 episodes. Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of episodes.
This is number 100. Hello and welcome
Episode 7.
to episode 100, season 2, episode 50 of the Villains Talk Show and Podcast. I'd like to thank always our Patreons, Ruchala and For the Wheel. If you want to be a Patreon to this show, we have a link tree, or just go to Patreon looking up the Villains Talk Show. Or just follow, like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us. We've been on the air for almost 2 years come October, so...
Make sure to check out that Instagram. I hear
2 years come October.
Really well.
And so before we get to our main topic today of Bird Wars, I just wanted to touch a little on that. 2 years doing this come October. 100 episodes of this show. Any thoughts? Since I caught you all unsurprised with it. Surprised me.
Yay!
Make sure to check out that Instagram that's been working really hard lately.
I don't know. Yeah, seriously, the Instagram's been working so hard. I don't know. Any thoughts? Like, we've done this 100 times now. And, get instant reactions. Come on.
You know what's better than 100?
200?
101.
Mm-hmm. Let's go Elusive Gentleman. We've done 100 of these episodes. I mean, you haven't been a part of all of them, but a good number.
That is a large number.
That is a large number.
At least 7. It's more than 7.
It has 3 whole digits. That's a lot.
There was 99 times, and 100 including today, we actually sat and had things to talk about to people, and people listened.
I think a couple times it was just you, but yeah.
It was, I think only one time I did one with just me, and I hated it.
When you ranted about plants.
Yeah, that was bad.
I almost forgot about that one.
Man, we've had some good, we've had some guests. Like, if you go back into the podcast and you haven't, we've had
Everyone's favorite guest was Panther, though.
I've had several people ask me to show them that one.
Oh, so we've had Panther. He told us about aliens. We've had Darth Mullet on a couple times. Tell us about dealing with what is it? He works with youths and the idea
guidance counselor support.
Yeah, guidance counselor support with youths, and he was telling us about how that's a good one. We had Rushala on tell us about being sex positive. We had Spruce on tell us about wildfire fighting. That was fucking awesome. We even had we had an actual author on, Kit Falbo. One of our best. We had a VTuber on, Steggy X.
True.
we've had a few people on the show over the couple years.
At least 7.
Yeah, at least 7. We've done D&D on the show. We've done our D&D on the show. We've talked about so
Who
much.
could forget about the Shield Maiden?
The Shield Maiden, yes.
Shield, yes. He's very close to my heart.
I wonder why. Man, we've done this for a while. And like to never more than like I think the most we've ever had is like 5 or 6 live. No, we had 20
We had 10.
once. We had 10. That's right. We had 10 live viewers once.
And then we had 27 once.
That's right. Man, it's been so long. We do it for the love.
Mostly.
And like to all our people who listen on the podcast, like I'm sure you guys all have fun out there. One of you met the Greasy Boy in real life, from what I hear. That must have
pretty weird.
That must have been awesome. I'm actually jealous, to be honest.
You're jealous of people meeting the Greasy Boy? You
No,
didn't
I'm
meet him
jealous that
regularly.
someone recognized him. Oh,
Yeah.
it makes me a little jealous. I gotta be honest.
All because they looked up Calgary podcasts.
I mean, it's nice to know we're featured in some way.
Yeah, that's weird though.
I mean, I may or may not lie to the system and tell them we're a clean podcast.
We are.
We are a clean podcast.
Yeah?
We're not spewing hateful ideas like Joe Rogan.
I mean, to be fair, for the most part, we are a pretty clean podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
The worst you can get us for is a little bit of swearing. But
What?
really.
We never fucking swear on this fucking show.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking
Wow,
about?
there you go. Okay.
You're a fucking math
Fucking
teacher
once.
on high
Yeah.
school. You wouldn't let us swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I knew this day was coming, honestly, guys, for about a month now. So I just didn't want to
And you
really say
didn't even tell us.
I did tell you guys. I said, "Hey, we're almost at episode 50 on the podcast."
No, you didn't.
I did. I swear. I
Where?
did. In the chat, I thought. No, maybe not. I mean, sometimes okay. I'll put, maybe I did. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We've done this a lot, and we started it just because I wanted something to do with my friends who are all here. And it's kind of surreal to think we've done this 100 times, and there's no plans to stop. So,
Can't stop, won't stop.
yeah. So
About that.
You can't stop us?
next week starts season 3, I guess.
Wow, season 4.
It's season
Season
4.
82?
Hey, what is it? It's 6 seasons in a movie, right? So we got 4
Oh my
left.
goodness!
We got 4 left.
Just today, actually, the guy, like the creator of Community, was like confirming a movie. A movie's happening.
For Community, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that could be good or bad.
Yeah, that could go either way.
Original cast.
Then yes, if it's all I need to hear. If they have original even like
Because
they,
even if it's all original cast, because they got hit with the censorship real fucking hard.
Not
but
just
I guess if
that.
it's a movie,
Chevy Chase and
Oh, I don't know about that.
Chevy
I don't know
Chase.
who all will be on it, but I know a
and
lot of
Dan
them.
Harmon.
no, I doubt Chevy Chase will be
Yeah,
on
they
it.
hate each other.
The whole cast doesn't like Chevy Chase,
Yeah. That's
from
like
what I've heard anyway.
yeah, because he's an asshole to work with. I've heard that
Yeah.
from many different sets. So like, yeah, and he doesn't think Dan Harmon's funny. So
Yeah, didn't he quit the show for the last season?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
What
no
about
way he's coming
Roman?
back. He quit the show. There's no way he's coming back.
They killed
And
off
they
his
killed
character
his
literally.
character, yeah.
But
Exactly, like stories.
but at the same time, he was one of the cogs of that show. Like as much as I
he
hate to
originally,
admit it.
he really was. Yeah, his name picked it
So
up.
that's why it could still go either way. It could really still go either way.
Well, did you have what's his name? What's
Donald
the
Glover.
the crazy teacher.
Oh, Ken
The-
Young?
Ken Jeong.
Yeah, Ken Jeong. Yeah.
He's got really liberal past
Yeah.
couple
For
of
me?
years too.
Yeah, he has.
Ken Jeong has gone really liberal over the last couple of years. And Dan Harmon's humor is very.
Define what do you mean by liberal?
He walked off stage when it was a senator came on and did some stupid bit. And he walked off stage because he disagreed with the senator, and there was literally nothing wrong. It was stupid. He did an offstage protest because some senator said something on stage.
I mean,
in
good for
entertainment
him. I mean,
purposes, too.
to be fair, I'm not gonna laugh at his ability to
Watch
protest.
the video. Just look
But
up Ken
he
Jeong walks
can do
off
whatever the
stage.
fuck
And the
he
reason he
wants.
does it, yeah, of course he can do whatever he wants.
Like,
When he listed his reasons as for why he did it, though, I was kind of disappointed.
fuck it. Who cares? He's still a good actor. Don't
I mean, he's
betray
funny.
the person for the art. You have to separate the
Well,
person from
there's
the
a
art.
difference. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I mean. And he hasn't exactly been all that funny lately. He's been taking himself a lot more serious.
Hey, I mean, everyone forgets fucking.
Taking yourself seriously is a negative thing, right? But
Everyone
I don't
forgets
think him
Leslie
and
Nielsen
Dan.
was
Well, I don't
a
think their
serious actor.
humor levels maybe you like. I mean,
I hear ya. Everyone forgets that Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor.
You know what else is pretty serious?
What?
The war on emus.
It is
Yeah,
pretty
but-
serious.
you see, it's hard to go from.
Are you gonna try and segue to Bird Wars like that? Is that how
Yes,
you're gonna do it?
100%.
You can't even make a funny pun or metaphor like
It would go over your
You
head.
know that time in the community
Like-
that there
like
was
Alfred
birds
Hitchcock,
trampoline,
like we're
it
talking
was
about
they were
movies.
flying like birds.
we're talking about movies. Alfred Hitchcock is right there.
Who?
Why are there multiple cats on me? Ah!
Hi.
Funny.
You resemble a cat tree.
Apparently, I need a door in that space right there.
Doors don't exist.
Wait, the one that looks like a doorway? You need a door
Yeah.
there. Are you sure?
Yeah, I do.
You don't want to put it beside it.
I figured a window might work better.
A window, or like one of those barn doors that has like a half door.
Yeah, well, actually, there's the real question for like the other door that doesn't have the other doorway that doesn't have a door of what I'm gonna do because there's nowhere to put a door there. So
You know, your hallway's small enough. You could put like 6 doors sequentially,
Oh, that would be
and
great.
a hallway of doors that lead to more doors.
I could.
So,
They
so
all
you're
have,
saying the doors
But
go
I
in
would
door
doors
to
at
door?
the bottom for the
really,
cats.
I would
I mean-
really like if people can find the bathroom when they come here.
It would
Oh, but that's
also
the best part.
match
You
your
tell them to go to
magical
Mordor.
mystery door.
No, thank you.
When are we gonna paint that, by the way?
Paint what?
The magical mystery door. The
We have a magical.
the one to Narnia.
Well, that's not how doors to Narnia work.
You know,
They're not always the same.
the door that goes nowhere that we were gonna paint to Narnia. So it's a doorway to Narnia.
The one in your
In
laundry room.
your laundry room.
Oh, I forgot about that. It is actually a door, like it opens.
Yeah, but we were gonna paint Narnia on it. So like,
That's true. That would be fun.
if Jan comes home super drunk and forgets, and he's like Narnia, walks through and
It would
goes.
just fall on his face in the neighbor's yard.
Everyone will
Ow.
laugh. It'll be fun for everyone.
No. Jeez, you monster.
Oh no, that's when you paint the door completely black.
Speaking of
And it's
monsters.
just the darkness.
Hidden in plain clothing.
Is that how you're gonna segue?
Hey, they used to be dinosaurs, okay? It's better than what he
It used to be a
did.
My segue was better.
Our main topic today is bird wars. For some reason, humans have had an affinity to have wars with birds, and we haven't always won. In
You,
fact,
do you know why we've had
we've
wars
lost
with
more
birds?
times than we've won.
Do you know why we've had wars with birds though?
Um,
It's jealousy. Birds
Probably.
can fly, we can't.
Yeah.
Not emus.
We had to ground them and put them in their place.
Emus can't fly,
Yeah,
sir.
that didn't work. Says who?
Maybe they could before the war. How do you know?
I think emus are flightless birds. Like
They're
How do you know that they
Just
were
their-
before the war?
their evolution. No, their evolution is just their flightless birds.
You're a
Well,
flightless
maybe.
bird.
I am technically flightless.
And a bird.
You look like a bird to me. I see it.
No, but emus won and they're flightless. But we were talking before we went live. Another war we lost to birds was a great, awesome, super
This-
great China's war against the
Second great awesome bird.
devilish
war.
sparrow and how it lost. Such a cunning Western bird it was.
Such a cunning capitalist bird.
Any other wars on birds that anyone can think of without researching?
The penguin war.
What?
It was a penguin war?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would catch me off
Nice.
by guard. What?
Yeah, penguins were overpopulating Alaska. Or not Alaska, Antarctica.
Why would anyone know or care if penguins were overpopulating Antarctica?
They were
Again,
attacking research bases.
I guess.
I want proof. I want proof for that one because
You literally just said not to research it.
You did.
I got another one for you.
I'm going
In
to.
2015,
Fuck that.
an Italian town declared war on geese.
oh,
Yeah.
did they win?
All of Canada should probably declare war
The
on
war is still being fought, and the citizens
whoa.
of the town that has declared the war are confused.
That's fair.
According to this source, where is it? Another wrote, I can propose. So do they not have anything else to do? Asked one commenter. They wage a war against aggressive geese. Well, I have not read in any newspaper about anyone being attacked by a goose. And then another wrote, I can propose the same for bears, wolves, wild boars, dinosaurs, and wild coyote. So their town doesn't know why their mayor declared war on geese.
Maybe their mayor just really hates
You know
geese.
what?
Maybe
He was
their
pro-
mayor is a goose in a person suit.
No, Sarah. He was walking through a park one day, and a goose was in his path, and he tried to walk around it, and the goose moved in his way, and he tried to walk around, and the goose was in his way, and then he tried to walk around the goose, and the goose jumped up and flew at him and attacked him.
That
And
does sound like something a goose would do.
he's so mad at it, and then he saw all these geese, and he's like, "Fuck you."
That does sound like
I'm
something a goose
declaring a
would do.
war
I
on these
I like
fucking.
my theory better, that the mayor is really just a goose in a human suit.
If he was a goose, why would he declare war on goose?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want anyone to find out, so he has to be tough on geese.
No, I think he's the natural, or the goose's natural prey is what the mayor
Ah,
is. So he has to defend his own kind from the encroaching threat.
So he's small bugs and frogs. The
Yeah, he's frog people.
he's frog.
Look like frogs, sound like people.
He's he is Italian, man.
frog people.
I mean, technically, I keep hearing from my wildfire friends, and spruce that they're thinking about declaring a war on wild boar in northern Alberta.
Really?
Dude,
Those aren't birds.
those things are yeah, but they're the size of fucking bears.
You said birds, not animals.
You know
Yeah,
what?
we already
That's
have a
next
war on
week's
animals in
topic.
Alberta.
Oh yeah,
We have a war on rats.
yeah, that's right. We won that though. We eradicated those bastards.
You mean we eradicated?
It's ongoing, though.
Still though,
We have to continuously patrol the borders to keep out the rats.
it is nothing makes me happier than looking at a map of the world and seeing that there's only one place in the world there's no rats, and it's right here. And
True.
when I
I don't
first
think
saw,
I've ever seen a rat.
dude, when I first traveled the world, I saw a rat, and everyone's like, "You've never seen one?" I'm like, "No, like impossible." Like, yeah, I'm from a ratless place.
Welcome to Canada. Eh?
We do
Okay.
not.
No,
so I
in
was
Canada,
mistaken.
just Alberta.
The Penguin War was a book.
It was a book. I mean, the Japanese have a war on seals. Sorry, not seals. Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have a war on seals that we are also winning. Only the baby ones.
Oh, maybe that's the real question of the day. Are Canadians the only ones who can win wars against animals?
Because we are brutally efficient about it.
No, super polite about it.
I would agree with
we
you.
we go to a First Nations reserve and we ask them to help us because they've hunted these animals for years. And they're like, oh yeah, totally. We'll tell you how. In the 1800s, it was the buffalo, and then it was the beaver, and and then it was rats, and then it was baby seals, and it's a beautiful cycle. Who knows what's next in Canada? I mean, there must.
I know what's next in Canada.
What's next in Canada?
It's obviously going to be the Meese.
The Meese. Oh yeah, gotta get rid of them.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
No. We only fight wars we can win. We don't fight losing wars.
That's fair.
That's a losing fight.
The other option would be minks.
No, I seriously heard wild boars, man, because those things get to the size of black bears, and they take like 2 or 3 shots of slugs.
They taste good, though.
To the head. Those things are disgustingly strong. Invasive species 101. Australia just loses all their wars against animals. I mean, they have a war against bullfrogs that they're just losing. Kangaroos, they lost. Emus, they lost.
Kangaroos, they're still losing.
Like how
They're seen as pests there.
True.
Like, you're allowed to run them over without consequence.
Well, in the fact that they're massive.
Also promote you to eat them.
they'll
They don't
also
taste
like
good.
they'll also like steal your children and drown you in lakes. Like they're not fucking small.
No. You never want to get
Yeah.
in the water with a kangaroo.
Those things are fucking dangerous. And it's like they're a mouse creature that lives in the most dangerous fucking place in the world where everything has been bred to kill you. Like,
But that's the east of your worries there.
yeah, koalas. We weren't talking about koalas.
Yeah, there's a war on koalas too, I believe.
Yeah, because they all have chlamydia.
No, it's not a
No,
war. It's not.
99% of them have chlamydia.
It's not a war on koalas. It's a endemic. They're trying to prevent them
It's
from
an
having
intervention.
chlamydia. They're trying to heal them from chlamydia. Here's the real thing. Chlamydia is an invasive disease in koalas. Now let that one ring through your head a little.
Where does chlamydia come from?
Where did the first koala get chlamydia? That's right.
I actually feel like I knew at some point.
Really?
Let me look that up.
You should look it up, because...
I think it was blood transfusions.
Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty positive it was not actually
Blood
from humans.
transfusions?
Like a koala
they're
fell on
cooking
someone and then
grades,
scratched
too.
them and then ate their blood. Because koalas drink blood, apparently.
Chlamydia in koalas, it's caused by 2 types of bacteria, and they're different from the bacteria that causes the disease in humans.
Oh, so it's an even completely different disease.
Yeah.
But it's still chlamydia.
However, if an infected koala urinates on you, it could make you sick. So don't let koalas pee on you.
Unless you're into it, but still don't.
There's a really funny Australian song that came out by a band called The Chats, like a couple years ago, and it's just called The Clap. And the whole song just goes, I got the clap, I got the clap. And it just makes it even more funny that it's an Australian band that wrote that song.
Speaking of scary animals, platypi are pretty spooky.
Right?
Male platypi, to be specific.
They're cool as shit.
Yeah.
Did you just say to be Pacific?
Yeah, opposed to being Atlantic. But no, like they have a poison barb in their foot.
Yeah, but there's been no war on
And they-
platypi.
No, but they
Leave
sweat
them the
milk.
fuck alone.
It's because they sweat milk and people like to drink their sweat.
I mean, there's been wars over cows in India.
Oh yeah.
But that's because they're seen as a sacred animal in Hindu. I don't want to say that for sure without knowing. I'm pretty sure it's Hindu. Because the Sikhs eat meat, so I'm pretty sure it's Hindu that sees the cows as anyway. They've
Yes, it is.
they have murdered each other many a time, and the Muslims. They've murdered many people over killing cows. They do not like that. Makes you wonder if because I was talking about this with the likeness. You know the whole golden calf thing from fucking Moses?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder because one of the center of the Hindu religion, and the Hindu religion's like 60,000 years old. The thing's fucking. So it makes you wonder if the cow's the center of a religion that's the oldest in the world, and then you have a parable, as it were, of a golden calf that then God then sends to hell with everyone. I mean, I think.
Sorry, what do you think happens with the golden calf?
Well, when they make the golden calf and they start praising it, God murders almost all of them because Moses breaks the 10 Commandments, and the golden calf and a bunch of the people that created it all sink down to. They all die. They all get. I think they all turn to pillars of salt. Actually,
I don't know. I don't think so. Let me check. I haven't read that in a long time.
Speaking of the Emu War, though, there was actually 2 wars against emus that they both were lost.
Yeah, there were.
And that was the Australian military, and I believe it was what 10,000 rounds in a month.
How do you lose a war against a giant bird?
Emus are scary.
Fly. They're not even organized. How did you lose?
Oh, okay. So I have actual numbers here.
Did 500 Australian soldiers get pecked to death, and so they called it off because the casualties were too great?
No, the amount of weaponry was too great to continue fighting. Like right here, for the first part, it was 6 days, and they had fired 250 rounds of ammunition and only killed 50 birds.
They only fired 250 shots?
In 6 days, yes.
Wow. What a...
Yeah.
They only killed about 50 birds.
So it's 5 shots a bird.
Yeah.
Now, that makes me wonder if everyone in Australia is just the template that George Lucas used for Stormtroopers.
Maybe.
If it takes 5 shots to kill one bird, dude, they gotta be fucking Stormtroopers. And the only reason they didn't die is because there's nothing fucking shooting back at them.
John, the story of the golden calf is worse than either of us remembered. Moses said to them, Moses told the Levites, each man strap a sword to his side, go back and forth through the camp from one end to the other, each killing his brother and friend and neighbor. They did as he commanded, and that day about 3,000 of the people died.
Like I said.
So they didn't get swallowed up by the earth. Nope, they murdered each other.
So, like I said, if you're looking at a parable for a center of an extremely old and established religion being used by a newer religion at the time, saying, hey, if you follow this religion, you're gonna die. here's proof. But yeah, that's cool. That's good to know.
Oh, okay. So what caused the war were emus attacking crops due to drought and
that makes
heat?
sense. That's a reasonable...
So, 50
Purpose.
emus. 250 shots.
No, there were accounts of way more birds. Like, there are some
So they
accounts
just
that say
gave up?
that... Maybe, but there are some accounts that say, like, there were 200 to 500 birds.
Any you guys
And
like see...
others saying upwards of thousands.
I would believe that, actually, first of all. But anyone guys
and
see... Sorry.
Oh, no, go for it. I'm just double-checking my reading.
I was gonna say, I could just see literally like a bunch of us like just standing there in a line, shooting at these emus, missing almost every shot, killing only a few of them. Be like, birds are tougher than we thought, eh, Bruce? Oh, hey, Bruce, a lot tougher than we thought.
You have to keep in mind, these were like fully automatic guns they were using against these birds, too.
So do stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah. But
Now, all
still,
this is telling me is more than emus are tough. It's just Australians are the stormtroopers of the world. If you ever have to fight the Australian military, you shouldn't really be worried.
there is a musical that is a retelling of the events of the Emu Wars. Came out in 2019.
Did it win any Tonys?
Oh, it's slated to release this year. It was workshopped in 2019. I misread that.
The Great Emu War.
I'd watch that.
I mean, I would too. I just...
Who wouldn't watch a movie or a musical about a war on emus?
It's just so funny.
And Rob Schneider's involved.
Oh, never mind. Nope. Definitely not watching that.
Schneider's involved. Suddenly, no.
All interest has hit 0.
He's not that bad.
Anything seriously is.
Rob Schneider was once
Yeah, Schneider is.
Wait. That means he's one of the emus, isn't he?
I knew it.
Rob Schneider plays an emu.
Rob Schneider went for an easy vacation to Australia. Little did he know, he got wrapped up in a great emu war. Oh no, I don't want to shoot the poor emus.
Okay, so do you want to know how many emus there were allegedly?
Allegedly.
Yes.
I want.
Allegedly, there were 20,000 emus.
Man.
Against the Royal Australian Artillery.
That sounds like a really, really drunk Australian writing that.
It says it took place between November 2nd and December 10th of 1932.
That is... I don't want to believe it, but at the same time, hearing that in the 30s, the fucking Australian military took their artillery... Oh, you know what? Probably more as target practice at that point. They were probably like, oh, look at all this fancy new artillery equipment we have. Let's go blow up a fucking bunch of birds with it.
To be fair, the emus were attacking and ravaging crops.
I mean, you can make up whatever excuse you want. You're gonna go blow up a bunch of birds.
And then miss 90% of them.
Yeah, that cares at that point. You're just blowing them up.
Well, waging a battle on animals seems like a lot of work.
Right?
How about that war on dodos?
Did you fight that one?
Who didn't fight in that one?
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I didn't, but, that's because of my messed up knee.
Technically,
what they
there
all
was
say.
technically there was a war on turkeys.
There was the dodo genocide.
Because now turkeys, there's like very rarely you find a wild turkey anymore. They're all pretty much domesticated.
During the founding of America, Ben Franklin wanted to name it the national bird,
That makes sense.
opposed to the bald eagle.
I kind of wish it was the turkey.
Who wouldn't?
It would make more sense.
Not just any turkey, though. The wild turkey.
Ah,
Those that can
yes.
fly.
The great wild turkey. So majestic.
That's exactly what he would say.
Okay, so let's talk about Mao's war on sparrows.
Ah, yes.
Uh,
Tell us, elusive gentleman.
yeah,
about
he
the their
Alyssa Gentleman
capitalist
decided
birds.
to do some research on this, so he's going to take point.
Take the point.
Yep, I'm going to make you say things, words and stuff.
do the
That's
thing.
hard.
I know, sometimes, formulating them.
Dance, DM, dance.
Words are hard. They suck.
Dance monkey.
Dance, birdie, dance.
That's right.
Or the Chinese are gonna get you.
You earn your food.
Bloody capitalist bird.
You earn your food the communist way.
Yeah, apparently they expect their sparrows to work for their food.
Jeez.
What does that mean?
Hilarious. So Mao's for pest war against rodents. What was it? Rats, mosquitoes, insects, and sparrows. And they eradicated so many sparrows by putting their people to work, and all those people working were killing sparrows instead of farming. So like 45 million people died from starvation.
I love Mao. The only reason he didn't like sparrows is because he saw them as a Western animal because they ate grain for free.
No. Mao was a cat.
He was a cat.
Who else would be called Mao?
Oh, General Mao. No, they killed thousands of sparrows, though. That's the only war they ever won.
They didn't win that. 45 million people died. That's not winning.
That's a.
No,
what are
no,
you
no.
talking about?
Yeah.
Excuse
It was
me.
a- It
Excuse
was a
me.
calculated loss.
That's a calculated victory. Excuse me. We want our podcast in China, right? So that was a calculated victory.
Do we?
Absolute stunning victory for Great China. Those
Okay.
heroes of the Great Mao
No.
Revolution, all 45 million died fighting the Western menace of sparrows.
Okay.
Yes, such is
Sure.
justified.
I see where you're coming from.
Exactly. See, someone understands.
I understand. It's not a problem of understanding.
Sarah, it's the only place where no one has listened to our podcast. We've had almost every country on
Okay.
the planet except China. We need to crack that nut.
We're number 31 in where?
That's right. We're ranked 31 in Sri Lanka. Because
Right. The real question is why?
who cares? We're the 31
Because
highest.
we're so great.
We're the 31 highest ranked podcast in Sri Lanka for God knows what
Wasn't it
reason.
in a specific? It was in a specific genre, though.
That's
The
right.
category.
It doesn't matter. You know what? We cracked the top 50 in Sri Lanka. That was a goal I had to check mark off the list.
You had specifically cracked
Lanka.
top 50.
Oh yeah, I was targeting
Yeah.
Sri Lanka. You have no idea.
Okay.
It's
You
hard.
know,
Oh, that's fair.
That's fair. I
I
understand.
have a real Bond of the Tamil Tigers.
I appreciate that you can just pull that out.
Oh, you don't know who the Tamil Tigers are? Fighting
I
for the
don't.
freedom of Tamil, the island of Tamil in the country of Sri Lanka. Been fighting for 50 years. Labeled as a terrorist group. Tamil Tigers.
Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I am tired today. Who else can we wage war on?
It's we live in North America, Sarah.
Bears.
Just name it.
Bears. that
Point
could
in
be
a direction, you're probably correct.
Isley Bears.
Point of direction.
fun. What if I point in your direction?
You're probably still correct. Like, I mean, Russia's that way.
The Pisley Bears. We have to fight the Pisley Bears.
Yeah, actually, that's fair.
I mean, the Japanese have a war on dolphins and whales, and I have to respect it as a Canadian. We've been fighting the war against baby seals for a long time.
That brings a whole new meaning to the phrase "Let's go clubbing."
Aw,
you
might.
never know when you're in Canada what they. No, we have to thank the Japanese for, teaching us that canned dolphin meat is not good for you and has mercury in it still.
I mean, a
No.
lot of fish has mercury in it right now.
Yeah,
Dolphins
but
aren't fish, though. They're mammals.
technically, yes.
No, not technically. They are mammals, just like whales.
I mean, yeah.
Which are
They're
dolphin?
aquatic mammals, yeah.
Dolphin, yeah, dolphin are mammals.
There's no technically about it.
They even carry their children to birth.
Yeah, just like sharks.
But does that mean a platypus is technically a bird? Or
No, it's a mammal.
Or a reptile?
Yeah, it's a mammal.
But it's cold-blooded?
Is it?
I thought that's why it lays eggs.
No, that's because it's a marsupial.
Mm-hmm.
Like echidnas. Echidnas also lay eggs.
Oh, that's right. And kangaroos.
No,
They
kangaroos
don't.
do not lay
Kangaroos don't
eggs.
lay eggs, but they have a weird thing going on.
They give
They're
birth
like-
in their pouch.
No, they give birth and then like a half-formed fetus crawls into their pouch.
And and then keeps forming.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
freaky.
yeah, it's creepy.
Super freaky.
You know what's better than a kangaroo, though? A
What?
wallaby.
There's some,
Wallabies are tiny kangaroos that are easy to pet. And if you're nice to them, they lick
True,
your
they're
leg.
pretty cute.
I mean, okay. I guess.
And we have them here in Canada.
We don't have wallabies in Canada.
Yeah, we
In
do.
zoos.
in zoos, yeah.
You can also go to a certain place and pet them.
Where's
petting
the certain place?
Not a petting zoo. It's some place that I can't say the name of right now because we are live.
I feel like you
Now
should send
I'm-
us the name of this place because now, I'm very...
super motherfucking curious. What?
Right?
Why can't you say it while we're live?
Because it may or may not be right down the street from where someone lives.
Well, you didn't have to say that part.
Yeah, now you can.
Can you please send the name of this place to us? Because
Yeah, I did.
now I want to know.
I just did.
Oh, you did.
But it's still indoors. They're still caged.
No, it's not.
None of us live near there. Where is that?
Just off a certain road.
Oh.
There's a lot of roads.
No, it's Canada. There's only one road. The Trans
Yeah, it's like one road.
There's only one road in Canada. Everyone knows that.
That's like why.
No, this is
None
common
of us
knowledge.
live close to there. Like, I know what you're thinking of, but no.
All of Canada's on one road.
It is. See?
But,
It's
well,
just down the road.
in this case, yeah. But sure.
You know, you can go pet sloths too, eh? It's just down the road.
By that
just
same
about
logic,
5 days down the road, south.
Yeah.
An airplane.
like by that same logic, Regina is just down the road.
It is.
It is. It really is. That's what beautiful thing about Canada. It's only one road.
Or Winnipeg. It actually is though.
It really is. It's how lazy.
Yeah.
It's lazy.
The Trans-Canada Highway.
Everyone thinks that it's like.
Well, you just told them all what the road is. We're not supposed
Yeah.
to tell
I
them
mean,
the
I
road.
told them there
Oh
is
my
a
gosh.
road that goes across Canada.
Because they can't look at it.
Now they can hunt us down.
You can
Yeah.
Google Canada's only road and it'll come up.
Yes,
But now they can hunt us all down. Because they know about the one road.
Yes.
South Park started it.
Well, you just start and you keep going until you find each of our houses, right?
Unless
So,
you're
yeah,
going the
you have to
wrong
find
way.
people.
We didn't tell them
Yeah,
which
yeah,
way in the
other
road you
people
go
drive,
down,
yeah.
right?
Ah, yes.
There is 2 ways to go down that road. You could go the
In,
wrong way.
So what I'm hearing is we are the new.
Midwest. Because Canada, according to South Park, only had like 3 provinces too.
Yeah,
There was Quebec, Ontario, and BC, and then everything in between.
yeah, that's about right.
There's no Alberta?
No.
What?
Alberta doesn't
We're
exist.
so loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, I know. I actually heard a comedian make a joke about that the other day. Like a loud Albertan Trump supporter. They were making fun of like some kind of conservative something. I just started laughing. It was funny.
They were a comedian.
I
I would
know.
hope it'd be funny.
You'd hope, but you
some
never
some
know.
of his stuff is just dumb. You know, like comedians make fun of people just to make fun of people.
Yeah.
And like it's okay and funny for the first couple shows, and then it kind of gets old.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're just gonna make fun of people your whole show. Oh, okay.
People don't
Yeah.
actually have material.
I figured out what the new war is
Yeah.
on.
What's the new war on?
The new war is on us because we just told them where we all live.
That makes sense. But I mean, they knew we lived in Canada,
Well,
so they
that
could have
depends
just
on
driven
what
down
side of the
road.
only road you live on. So if they go down the wrong
Ah,
side
yes.
or down the wrong way, I mean, the other
Then-
side of Canada's in trouble.
They may end up in a very specific town.
A very
Oh my god, that town?
Yeah,
You
know
don't
the town
mean
we were
that
planning
town,
the
do
The
you?
Villains
one
Talk
that
Show
starts with a
road trip.
letter?
Holy
Oh, no.
No, the Villains Talk Show Road Show.
Oh, that
Yeah,
town.
that
I know what
town.
you're talking about.
What?
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, that town.
The Villains Talk Show Roadshow.
Yeah, you don't remember talking about the Villains Talk Show Road Show?
Yeah, I totally have full recall of these events.
I
So
do,
you-
so.
Yeah, so it definitely happened. Unless it's a joint hallucination.
I mean,
That is possible.
the Viking lives in a trailer now, so we could just put him on a flatbed and do the road show from their house.
No, thank you.
Yeah, the plumbing wouldn't work as well.
Not so much.
Ah,
no,
you just
and
hook up
it
to
would be
RV
really
plumbing
unpleasant.
wherever we go.
It would be rather unpleasant.
Would it? Would it really?
Yes.
Living with all
Yesterday,
3 of
someone
us,
was
would that be
seriously-
really unpleasant?
And then we
Have you
pick
ever
up
heard-
Insaniac
Have you
as
ever
well.
heard the sound when a car is like jacked up to do work on it,
Yeah.
and it like kind of creaks and cracks a little? Imagine that's your house.
we could like
Not nice.
build triple bunk beds though.
We could. And then we
The
can
living room?
kidnap Insaniac on our way.
Yeah. Okay.
We could
Not
like
happening.
live in your living room in triple bunk beds.
No. I no, thank you. I love you, but not that much.
You're right. C4 can live under the.
I'd live under the house.
Yes, you can be the troll who lives under the house. I'm okay with that.
It's
And then
not,
Jeremy and I build bunk beds.
Yeah, we can deal with that.
you'll have room for so many activities.
Yes,
And then
under
we,
the house.
once again, kidnap Insaniac on the way to the
You'll
very
be an
specific town.
outside. You'll be an outside C4.
I just like the idea that we still stream while we're doing the Villains Talk Show Roadshow, and he's under the house talking the whole time.
Do under the house reports.
Yeah.
No, you are streaming from under the house.
Exactly. I'm
There's
stri-
only like this much space down there, so good luck.
yeah, just lie down.
Yeah.
Full relaxed streams.
I see it working really well. And then we can play D&D over you, and you can just yell up what you want to do.
It's surprisingly soundproof. That might not work very well.
Maybe
Actually, this whole house is surprisingly soundproof. The other day I was playing really loud music in the kitchen, and when I went outside, I couldn't hear it at all.
Nice.
It was weird.
So it's a little short, but I think we should probably end early today.
We've gone far, far from the topic.
Oh, unbelievably.
Just remember, keep an eye out for the Villains Talk Show Roadshow.
Yeah.
Coming to a town near you.
Because we only have one road, so where else
Yeah.
would we go?
Normally I'd say I'm sorry.
2027.
You all had nothing better to do, but honestly, I am glad you all had nothing better to do but spend it with us. And people who've been around for like every episode, like my man or woman.
I haven't been around for
Or
every
person.
episode. I was kind of kidnapped and brought onto this.
You got it's been
You were
it's been a fun ride. Can't wait to see everyone in season 3.
Season 4.
I don't know what else.
Yeah,
to
we don't
say.
believe in the number 3. We don't use anything with the number 3 in it, or that
3
is a
scares
multiple of
us.
3. So we have to go straight to 4. Then we can do 5, but we have to skip 6.
Yeah.
7 and 8 are fine. 10 and 11 are fine.
5
But
is
we can't do
right
12
out.
or 13. No,
Yeah.
5 is fine.
And then we can do 14, but we can't do 15.
Once the
Yeah.
number 3 is reached.
So we go from season 11 straight to season 14, then to 16.
No, we go to season 17.
Yeah, you're right. Because 6 is a multiple.
I think we should do a 4th
Yeah.
season and then do 8th of a season and then multiply it by season 16 and then move back down 2 seasons and then do season 3.